welcome to the 19th annual Lone Star Roundup, where we have classic cars basically competing to see who's the loudest and who can do the longest burnout. We're seeing cars anywhere from the 20s all the way to now. There you go, there's one. So I've been just doing kind of interviews tonight, which is what you're gonna be seeing. Yeah, so if you like loud stuff, keep watching. If you don't, better turn down that volume. Had it for 4 years. It's been a great car. Love it so far. I traded it for a 2004 Mustang Sling, for a matter of fact, which is the one of one car ever made. I traded that car, competition boards, cylinder exhaust, 6-speed car for this. The guy brought down from Houston, for a matter of fact. I called him that night, sent a picture of my car, brought it down and traded me straight up. The car runs 1040 once in a quarter on a foot brake. And it's a fast car. Favorite thing about the car, it's a beautiful car. Everywhere I go in this thing, there's nowhere I can go that I don't get attention on the car. Everywhere I go, anywhere, it doesn't matter where you go, people love the car. It's comfortable to ride in. Got a full roll cage in it. Okay. It's safe to ride in, and you can just have a blast in it. You know what I mean? So when it comes to me, and you say hot rod, this is my version of a hot rod. The drivetrain in this car is built for 1100 horsepower. It's putting actually 547 to the rear wheels right now. Detuned as far as it will go is 547.
And so how far do you think you can get it?
If I was to actually get it retuned, it would put 800 out, no problem. And it's extremely responsive. It runs great. I love it. For one, it's beautiful. It's fast. And named after me, Blake. Because every time I go somewhere, I have hell with everything I have. Just like last night. We had a fit last night. It started busting up on me. Got it fixed, and we're back here again tonight. So I'm loving it. The crazy part about the story is that bringing this car is that I had my 70-mile GMC pickup, and I had this car. They had about a half-inch of dust on it sitting in the shop. I haven't driven it in a while. So I decided, I called my buddy that I'll come down here with, and he said, man, flip a coin to see what you're gonna bring. I was like, that's a good idea. So I get a quarter out of my company truck, and I flip it, and it lands in the dirt. So I walk up and I wipe the dust off of it, it lands on tails. So I load the car up on the trailer, and I send a picture of it, said it landed on tails. And I brought the Nova.
That's a good name for it too, Tails?
Yeah, that would be a good one. That's a good name for it. And it's fast, because all you're gonna see is the tail end of it. Promise you that.
There you go. Yeah,
so you're gonna find the tail end. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to really learn on it. It's been really good to me. Yeah. I love it. It's been good.
What I got here is a 1927 T Roadster. That's what it's registered as, and it started out as a fluke. I saw the frame and the bucket and the top sitting in a field, and this old man owned it, and I had this 94 Mustang that was kind of hot. He come by and he drove it and burned the tires on it a few times, and we sparked a little trade. So anyhow, this is what I got. Now I got a bunch of parts I got to put together. So what we have is it's a short bucket. It didn't have a door on it. I had to hinge and latch my own door. The fiberglass top here was not attached. I had fiberglassed that to the body. I like T-buckets because they're light, they're quick. You know, you don't have to have a lot of money in the engine for horsepower to get one to roll really quick. This engine, I don't know how much horsepower it actually makes. It might be 3 1/4, I'm gonna guess, but this thing's a rocket. One of the things I did is I added on back to the frame back here This frame was short with coilover springs on top of the axle. So I added on to this section right here and put my battery in there and the gas tank on top of here. And that worked out really cool. It's a really cool ride, you know. There's a lot of T-bucket guys out there, but one thing you don't see a lot of, and I've been on Google and I've Googled hardtop T-buckets, and worldwide or Google-wide, there ain't that many, but I got one right here. And this is the black T-Rod from Seguin, Texas, folks. This is it, Mr. Nasty.
Mr. Nasty, I like it.
Yeah.
And then tell me your favorite thing about the car.
The favorite thing about the car is the color, the black and red. That's one of my favorite colors, and I see a lot of really cool cars that's black and red, and that's kind of like what I wanted to do with this thing. That's what I did. It's just a little bit of paint work and the black and chrome, but I really like the acceleration on the car because it's so light. I haven't had it weighed yet, but I'm gonna guess if I did, this thing would probably weigh about maybe 1,600 to 1,700 pounds, and 325 horsepower on a 1,600 pound ride. You're gonna go. We've been out here for a few years in a row, and it seems like every time it's cold, but hey, you know, ride or die, baby. We're here on Congress. So.
And how many years has this been for you now?
This will be 4 years coming down here. It's an old school car, and it's really cool to come out here and see people that actually hand build them instead of buying them. I mean, you know, I understand you can buy a car, but this one's built, not bought.
In like a minute.
You know, and that's the main thing. Kudos to people that can build them. You know, not only can you save some money, but it's like it's only worth the time that you put in. You know, so when you put in the time, you respect it really well.
This is my 1960 Ford Starliner, a relatively rare car. The Starliner was only made in 2 years, 1960 and 61. The unique thing about this car is my father bought this car brand new in 1960. July 11th, 1960, paid $2,650 for it. He drove it 10 years. My grandfather drove it 8. Eventually it was parked on family farmland, and then we lost the car. And I've been looking for the car for 20 years. My son and I found the car about a year ago, brought it back to the family, completed the restoration. But yeah, my son and I have been into cars, you know, our whole lives. We started coming up with the Roundup with a 53 Oldsmobile that we restored, you know, and we just enjoy the car scene. The cool thing about the car scene is it doesn't matter where you're from, what nationality you are. You get a bunch of car guys together and they just like to talk about their car.
Something just brings everyone together.
Man, it just brings everybody together, and this is just an awesome event, so it's a lot of fun. So,
that's awesome,
but it is a rare car. It's one of about 60,000 built.
There you go.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's just it's fun being around, watching all the other cars driving up and down the road. Absolutely.
And then hit me with what's your favorite part about the car?
My favorite part, obviously, is the fact that it used to belong to my father.
Yeah, that's
so I grew up as a kid riding around in the back seat of this. But it's the uniqueness of it. You see a lot of the, in this year, this era, what they call a bubble top. You see a lot of the Impalas and some of those. The Ford bubble tops were rare. So I think the uniqueness of the car, the fact that it was in the family originally, that uniqueness, and the fact that we found it and it wasn't just a total rust bucket. Yeah. We did have to spend some money on it and complete the restoration. You know, so that part of it's kind of neat as well. The other thing that's kind of fun is it's a 3 on the tree. A lot of young people are like, what the hell is that? You know, so, but it's literally a manual shift transmission, but it's on the column. So that's kind of fun. I grew up driving that. I'm an old guy, so I grew up driving that stuff. So
hey, I at least know how to drive manual on a console, you know, in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. But this is a great event, a great place to host it. Absolutely.
And how long you said you've been going here now? 5?
Yeah, this is our 6th year to be here.
Awesome, 6 years.
Yep,
dude.
absolutely.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate it, man.
California. Done a couple of things to it, and this is the end product right here.
How long has it taken you?
Probably about 3 or 4 years.
How long have you been coming down here now?
Probably about 10 years. Yeah, I've been coming as long as they've been having the roundup. I've been coming out here for this.
Has it been a different car every year?
Different car every Friday, different car on Saturday.
All right.
And then every year I bring a different car out here.
What's your favorite thing about the car?
It's the only one out here.
Okay.
My name's Ricky Lopez. I got a 1964 Impala. Had it for about 3 months. It's all original. The only thing I've done to it is wheels, side skirts, and my favorite part about the car is the originality. It's all original. Nothing's been touched. So, from the past. That's what I like about it.
What's the story behind it? Do you know the previous owner or anything?
It came from Mississippi. Then made its way down to Manor, and then I'm the 3rd owner, and I bought it from Manor, and now it's in San Marcos.
Nice, okay. What about any quirky thing about the car? You know, driving it, something you learn about it?
The headlights have a mind of its own. It just turns on whenever they want. It's kind of scary if you're driving at night, but yeah, it's cool though.
What's the transmission? Is it a manual, auto?
It's a 3-speed.
Okay.
3-speed standard.
Is that on the column?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of them have been on the column. That's sick.
And actually it doesn't have a V8. It's straight 6.
Okay, cool.
Straight 6, right at 54,000 original miles.
Dang, all right, that's pretty low. What about a name? Is there a name for the car?
I'm still debating, but I think we're sticking with Selena.
Selena.
Right now.
All right, I like that.
Hello, my name is Benny. I'm a 47 Chevy Stylemaster. Actually, I got it off a friend of mine who, him and his dad built it, and he was looking for someone else to take over, take care of it. Called me up, said if I wanted it. I said yeah, so I got it about 4 years ago, and just been trying to keep it on the street ever since. Putting all the chrome on it, trying to shine it up, make it street worthy.
What about favorite thing about the car?
That I can drive it on the street and it doesn't go on a trailer all the time. It's reliable now, and you know, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of smiles.
And how long did you say you've been coming to this?
I'd want to say probably about 11, 12 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, for a long time, man. Every year, it's awesome. It's an awesome time out here.
So from the beginning to now, what have you seen like the biggest change?
When we first started coming out here, there used to be a lot of burnouts, and it was a lot of fun. And there'd be a designated burnout section down there. People pour water, and it goes crazy. And then you know, the police, you know, showed up and kind of took over and straightened everybody up, I guess. But I don't know. That's I still enjoy coming out here though, checking out all the cars. So yeah. Nice.
My time at the 19th annual Lone Star Roundup. Thank you for watching, and feel free to share with all of your car people. My whole thing about this night was to share everyone's stories about their cars, the hard work that they put into it, and just the overall friendliness of people. You know, cars is something that can bring anyone together. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are. It's something that can unite us all. You know, everyone can love a car. Doesn't matter. We have all kinds of experiences in it. So feel free to share your stories in the comments down below. Tag someone who might have a good story. So other than that, thank you for watching, and catch you next time.
It's not about personality matrixels and charts. It's all about the bumps in your heart.